Hi guys, remember last time we talked about our role as men in our marriage. Today we're going to focus on the privilege we have to invest in our kids. Wherever you're a dad or a granddad or getting up to be one soon, we as men have the amazing opportunity to be part of our kids' lives. Now, when I talk about being absent, it is not about physically not being there. It's about not being actively involved in your child's life. It's about not taking responsibility for your role as a dad. Because when we are absent, it leaves our kids with emotional scars, unprepared for life's challenges. But hey, if you feel like you've missed the mark, it's never too late to start again. Raising a child isn't just another task on your checklist. It's a divine appointment, a responsibility given to us by God. And now it's up to us to protect, nurture, teach, prepare them for the future. One thing I quickly realized as dad is the immense influence I have on my kids' outlook and identity. I've been blessed with 2 daughters who are now married, and I really anticipate the arrival of my grandchildren. Honestly, I wish there was a manual for fatherhood. At first, I didn't even know how to hold my newborn properly or soothe them when they cry, but I quickly learned that being a dad means being a lifelong student, always willing to learn and adapt. For instance, I learned that each of my kids is unique. They have different talents, passions, and dreams. One might be a people-orientated while the other task-orientated. One might crave solitude while the other thrives on social interaction. I had to get to know each of them individually, study them, and tailor my parent approaching to set their unique needs. I also learned that fatherhood has different seasons. It starts with dependency, moves to interdependency, where I have gradually given them more space, and eventually I believe I've instilled enough in them that they can soar on their own. But above all, the most important lesson I've learned as a dad is the profound impact I have on my children's emotional well-being, self-image, and future. I must protect their hearts above all else. So when I handed my kids over to their spouses, I told them to handle their hearts with care. When my wife was pregnant with both of our kids, I made it my mission to be present in every moment. I played with them in their home, teaching them to count with a flashlight and chatting with them, telling them stories before they even enter this world. On the day my daughter Shanae was born, she wouldn't stop crying until I held her, looked her into her eyes and said, "Hello Shanae, Daddy loves you." In that moment she calmed down as if she understood my words. That's when it hit me. The weight of the responsibility I carried, because my words and action would shape their hearts. Most crucial lesson we need to learn about relationship with our children is that we must win their hearts before we can prepare them for the future. You can be the head of your household, command respect, and enforce rules. But if your kids does not trust you with their hearts and you don't protect their hearts, you might find yourself facing a rebellious teenager one day. The need to know that their interest come first. Terug, they need. Ja, net also. They need to know that their interests come first, that you love them unconditionally, and that they matter more to you than rules and achievements. Every day I'm faced with a choice to either wound or invest in my children's self-esteem or identity. I choose to exercise self-control and protect my child's heart, especially with my words. So we often think we have the right to say whatever comes into our mind, but our words can hurt deeply. lingering in our children's minds for years to come. That's why it's crucial to speak words of affirmation, shaping their self-image and identity. Instead of criticizing, encourage them to be better. Instead of pointing out flaws, highlight their strengths. For instance, instead of saying you're messy and disorganized, try and say you finally get to the hang of your math. Maybe with a little bit more effort, you will excel. Dads, your daughter should feel like a princess in your presence. Your words should make them feel accepted, loved, and beautiful. Otherwise, she might seek validation from the wrong places. And your son, he needs to feel like a champion. Celebrate the achievements, boost his ego in the right places. One of the keys to safeguard their hearts lies in showing them graceful love. They should feel comfortable coming to you with anything, knowing you won't think any less of them. And if you're wrong, be ready to apologize. It teaches them that it's okay to be not perfect. By knowing their hearts and protecting them, you can truly invest in their life. One of the hardest things for me was teaching them to drive. I remember feeling scared. That's why I first taught them how to hit the brakes. But in those early days, it felt like all I did was stop, put it in first gear, turn on your blink, because ultimately your goal is to teach them how to drive safely. You're not just there to discipline them when they mess up. Your home should be built on a foundation of principles, not right and wrong, but it's good and bad. Show them life through principles. Emphasis the importance of a healthy relationship and respectful communication. They must understand the why. You're here to instill principles like perseverance and service, and not just enforce rules. So dads, teach your kids to drive the car of life, all while safeguarding their hearts. It is a balanced act, but it's the most rewarding journey you'll all ever embark. So let's choose to invest in our children's hearts, to build them up rather than tear them down. Let's choose to speak words of love and encouragement, shaping their identity, prepare them for the future. Because in the end, it's not about what we accomplish in life, but about the impact we have on those we love. And as dads, that impact starts at home.